Sup everyone, it is TNS Anathema, and this is going to be a quick commentary, and then I have to go back to doing my schoolwork, but tons and tons of information have been released today about Modern Combat 4. If there was one breakdown video from my channel that you had to watch, I would recommend this one. It contains the most information, and probably the one that is the most, true, because it's closest to the release date, because they can still make changes and whatnot. So, in this picture, it seems like there's a lot of attention to detail. The graphics were amazing at this point. All the pictures are blown up. They're actually from the trailer posted on Splitter's website. I cannot leave a link, but I will leave his thing in the description. When you go to modernkombat4.weebly.com, click on New Site, and it will take you to the most current version of his website. So, this picture is pretty cool. Next one, as we can see, kind of the same sort of scope. As you can see in the next picture, it will scope in. But there, again, a lot of attention to detail. We can see, the bullet holes and whatnot. And this gun is with grip and the ACOG attachment, it looks like. So, that's pretty awesome. Lots of new optical attachments I've noticed. Okay, so here's that same gun, same attachment, only scoped in this time. Not sure if it's ACOG or whatnot. It would be really cool if you could adjust the way that the reticle looks. That would be awesome, like you could in Black Ops. Okay, so this picture is very, very important. Not only does the map look amazing, but look at the little red outlines of people. In the next picture, you'll see why, and then there'll be another picture later on throughout this video. So the people are outlined. If this was like the sensor thing you could get for the specialist that I talked about, if this was the sensor where you could see people in first person, that would be amazing. Even if it wasn't around the map, but for close enough, maybe within 5 or 10 feet, that would be amazing. Alright, so the next one you can see, now we're down inside the map. The people are still outlined in yellow. Your teammate is outlined in, or actually they're outlined in red. Your teammate is outlined in yellow. There's an explosion, he's dying. You can see the red is already fading off of the other guy who died, the guy over there who doesn't appear to have a head. So maybe, I'm not quite sure, but it looked like a kill streak. Alright, so this is relatively the same gun that we saw earlier in this video. I think it was the second picture. Grip, that ACOG looking attachment. And the gun movement seems very similar to the TZ for most of the assault rifles. So I'm thinking that we won't be seeing, any weird kind of recoil, but, moderate. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so at this point in the video, there is a hip firing section, and I didn't see any hip markers, which someone actually pointed out to me, and actually, after looking at it, I realized that there aren't any hit markers, but this looks a lot like the ACOG again. They've been putting a lot of time into the optical attachments. Maybe we'll see, the end of hip firing, which would be awesome. Okay, so at this point you can see that not only is your teammate holding the Bravo, but you're holding a pump-action shotgun with grip. So, yeah, so you can see, the attention to detail and everything is just insane. The lighting is spectacular. This map is going to be awesome, and this game is going to outdo itself. Okay, so here's the Bravo, as was seen in a previous picture, and I'm pretty sure that's the Bravo. Not many other guns look like that, so Bravo's amazing. Okay, so at this point, it was really interesting to me. The next picture will be a gun scoping in, and as you saw in the trailer right before, he said with blood on their hands as they're walking up, you can see the same attachment, and this is really awesome. I really like this reticle. Boom. So right here, as you can see, the little flash there is not, some of it's actually from the gun, but a lot of it is also from the grenade. They were talking about the Havoc servers. I'm not quite sure if that was an adjective or the actual servers. Either way, the ragdoll effects look awesome, and the reticle it's crystal clear. It's awesome. Alright, it's kind of an interesting photo. This one, it looks like the ACOG that we saw at the beginning of the game, kind of like the sniper scope where it's the crosses and whatnot. And this gun does not have grip, obviously, so I'm not sure if any guns like the Ops or the MC4 are going to come pre-installed with grip anymore. That might be interesting to see. It looked like the MP5 might, though. Once again, we see the weird crosshair ACOG scope. As you can see, the recoil, it went from his head to his arm, around his chest, bouncing around. And again, it looks a lot like the TZ recoil. So it looks more like an upward and bouncing back sort of a recoil than side to side and everywhere else. Okay, so the car just got blown up, and this was the Bravo picture again, and someone blew it up with a rocket launcher in the campaign mode, and as you can see, everything was just flying everywhere, and I thought it was a really cool picture, so hopefully Flash Grenades is going to be like this for Mortal Kombat 4, because Flash Grenades were useless in Mortal Kombat 3. Okay, so at this point we can see the quad rotor drones, the the weird crosshair ACOG. This is at the C3 conference, so in Hawaii, and we see the same gun we've been seeing all game, or all video, and you can see the manable turrets over there firing. Hopefully those will be in the game. Okay, so at this point we see the same exact gun, same exact attachment. And your teammates are about to blow through a door and go take out whoever's outside. It kind of looks like it's going to the outside. You can see the C3 flag in the very distance to the smoke and haze. This is really interesting. Again, this is on Hawaii, but look at this. The enemies are they're in the kind of red glow again. What if you were inside this little thing before on the railroad map when you were shooting? It kind of looks like it was a machine gun. I thought it was from a helicopter at first, but now thinking about it, what if you were actually inside this ground drone? So maybe Controllable Killstreaks in Mortal Kombat 4. Definitely for the campaign, though. And yeah, that's it. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Again, the Splitter's website, MortalKombat4.weebly.com. In the description, click on New Site. Peace.